Hey guys, Robert Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now, this is a little recap, blog if you will, about our weekend away that we had a couple of weekends ago. Heading down to Sydney to experience the very first advanced face reading course, hosted by the wonderful Linda Thackeray of Finding Magic Within. Now, Linda's a very good friend of ours and we've known her for many years, my partner Amy Simons and I. And yeah, it was great, guys. If you don't know what face reading is, face reading stems from psychosomatic work, so body-mind therapy, from Herman Mueller. And so what this work entails us to do is to be able to take a look at the face, a look at the hands, a look at the feet, a look at the whole body, and determine traits about your personality, where you might find struggles, your gifts, even though people sometimes fail to see them that way. But more specifically about the face, we get to see your mental zone, your emotional zone, and your physical zone. And how they interrelate, basically how you can function. So eyebrows, straighter the eyebrows, the more analytical you are. The curvier, the more emotional you are. And stuff like that. And so, what this advanced face reading entails is then using the law of the Chinese 5 elements with the different organs, reading the organs in the face, where they are, be showing pictures of that, and also what emotional aspects relate to those organs. So, for instance, kidney and bladder can reside down in the chin. If you've got pimples and stuff there, it shows us, being the water element, that there might be an aspect of fear. There's something fear there, as well as taking a look at the chakra base of it. So being the base chakra can mean that there's something happening within your community or thereabouts that you have an issue with. It's not playing out right. Basically, we look at pimples and stuff like that and reddening of the skin as that irritation. Like it literally translates into there being an irritation in your life in that particular area. So without further ado, guys, let's have a look at some of the stuff from the weekend. Here we are, 4 o'clock in the morning, just stepping off on our little adventure for the weekend. Me and little Amy.
Yay.
You can't even see you.
That's okay.
There we are.
Yay.
So we made it to Sydney. What are we doing, Muffins?
Not much.
Yeah, we made it a little bit earlier than planned, which Amy's a little bit upset about because she doesn't get to sleep in. But yeah, we're studying advanced face reading here with the wonderful Linda Thackeray of findingmagicwithin.com.au.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, details will be below. So yeah, stay tuned for more from our action-packed weekend. And so the actual training was located at Azures Den in Croydon, which is a very handy place to get to if, like us, you were coming from the Central West, as you don't actually have to go all the way in to Sydney. Now this place was absolutely jam-packed full of all little knickknacks, clothing, paintings, a very vast variety of stuff. Excellent for gifts, so check it out, guys. And if you're interested in hosting a course, I highly recommend their training area out the back. A beautiful big room, and the support that they had was absolutely amazing, offering a variety of teas, coffee, cakes while training, and located near some excellent food joints as well. So keep that one in mind if you're offering up any trainings. And so day 1 consisted of a bit of revision for those of us who have done the 10-day training in psychosomatics, as well as face reading. So we went over, as you see here, the different chakra zones in the face. And then on the reverse side of this mask is actually what they all stand for, and how to generate questions about that. If you see any inconsistencies or roughness in the face, you know that they have a problem with this area, with what this means, and stuff like that. Then, as I mentioned, we have the organs in the face, using the Chinese face reading system. And here, given that they're colour-coded, relating to the 5 elements of the Chinese system, you can tell just a little bit about what organs might be having some trouble, but also what emotional stuff is trapped within the body, within the face, what areas this person might be struggling with at the moment. And then from there, we also looked at lines in the face and what they mean. So here you have the ear of yours truly, and what these lines actually mean is that you don't tolerate any lying or anything like that. So these are normally lines that you see in people who often highly value the truth, give and receive. And so here we have just a few pictures of us during the classroom itself, and there's a little video of the classroom here, just to give you an overall view of the learning environment that we had. And so now what we're going to have a look at is Linda actually giving a mini face reading. And what you can tell just from the eyes and a little bit of the nose itself and the eyebrows.
Eyes, it shows me of a disconnect. So I want you to take a look underneath your iris. Here, take a look at the mirror. And looking at your eye, you can see the white of your eye at the bottom. So that tells me that there's been something that's occurred that has been emotionally very difficult for you to process. It can sometimes be mental challenges, but it's usually that something significantly emotionally has occurred that you're really struggling with. And as I'm looking underneath your eye as well, you've got a little bit of a bag underneath your eye. So it tells me that you also may be holding on to some of these emotions. So I'm looking at this combined with a line at the top of your, just above your eyes. And so that again tells me that there's some sort of blockage for you to actually feel into some of the situations that you're struggling with at the moment. I'm also looking at the difference in texture between your forehead and your nose. I'm noticing the nose is quite clear, but your forehead area around the third eye is quite raised, and there's a couple of areas coming out, which shows me that you may feel like a little bit lost at the moment. You're trying to find direction, and your mind may be overactivated. So we want to take a look at how you can actually come into and start to feel some of the distress that's actually occurring. So I'm just going to ask you, can you relate so far to what I'm saying?
So that's it for this video, guys. If you like what you saw, feel free to message Linda either on Facebook at Finding Magic Within or at findingmagicwithin.com.au. I'll post links in the description below. And if you liked what you saw with this video, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. I'm sure to upload many more videos with many more courses coming up in the near future, as well as many other interesting videos coming in the near future as well. So until then, guys, take care, have an excellent, great and safe day, week, month and year. And I'll see you soon.